I'm Rachel Carter, the founder of CranioSacred Austin, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been doing this work since 2008. My background is through Upledger, and I am building into something that is now my own. When I came out of high school, I knew I did not fit the mold. I knew I didn't want to work in an office. I knew I didn't want to work in a hospital. I knew that I needed something that would allow me to connect with people at a deep level and that would lead to transformation. So I was a theater major, and that went really, really well, and I was really good at writing papers, and so I decided I should be a dramaturg. That's a big word for somebody who decides how plays and movies and cultural productions can be used to manipulate the course of society and how people think. So I got accepted into UT for that, and I was very proud of myself. And then I realized that my heart felt contracted and not at all comfortable. I did not feel comfortable within that hierarchy. It was not a place where I could connect, and the transformation in society that I was looking for felt more like manipulation. So I quit, and I knew that I could do massage therapy. I knew in my bones that I could do it. So I went to Lauderstein Conway, that's a massage school in Austin, Texas, and indeed I could do massage therapy. I still use it to this day. I also knew that it felt like a plasmic energy inside the body. And if I could align myself with what that energy wanted to do, really cool things would happen. Person would shake, person would cry, person would start telling me about what was in their heart. And that felt really, really good. I figured out that plasmic, rhythmic energy was the cranial rhythm. And I signed up for craniosacral training through the Upledger Institute. Just a word about Upledger. It's named for John Upledger, and he discovered the cranial rhythm back in the 70s. He was doing a surgery on this man named Delbert. The man was in surgery, and it was Dr. Upledger's job to hold his dural membranes really still. The dural membrane is the covering that goes over your brain. He couldn't do it. He could not hold that thing still. It kept moving, and the doctor who was doing the surgery with him was admonishing him, "Hold that still!" He couldn't do it, and that's because there's a rhythmic, cyclic motion in the body called the cranial rhythm. So Dr. Upledger, of course, was humiliated, but that humiliation gave birth to a bigger understanding. That discomfort gave rise to a deeper understanding of who we are as human and spiritual beings. Now, Dr. Upledger, he lived in a time when you could not be accepted if you talked about energy, if you talked about anything related to shamanism, psychic, woo-woo, anything. This was the 70s. Luckily, Dr. John was an osteopath, and he knew all the left brain words, and he gave us beautiful diagrams like this one. This is what he says about what craniosacral therapy is. The craniosacral system is a functioning physiological system composed of cerebrospinal fluid, the membranes that contain it, its osseous attachments, and the mechanisms that produce and reabsorb the cerebrospinal fluid. It has a powerful influence over the nervous, endocrine, and immune systems, and a total body effect. It is also characterized by a palpable, rhythmic, mobile activity that persists throughout life. So there you have it. If you just take a minute and look at this, your left brain will understand. Okay, there's stuff in the body. There's a rhythm in the body that is real enough that it disrupted a brain surgery at one point. And at the same time, there are spiritual and emotional realities attached to this system as well. It is quantum in nature. You can be at somebody's pinky toe and affect something way, way up in the head. It's all interconnected.